Vita Sackville-West was a prolific, successful and prize-winning author. She wrote novels, novellas, poetry collections, short stories, children's books, biographies, histories, travel guides and books on gardening. She was born in 1892 and grew up at Knowle, a stately home near Sevenoaks in Kent. Her father was the third Baron Sackville. Though an only child, Vita's sex prevented her from inheriting the family home at Knowle. She married the British diplomat and author Harold Nicolson in 1913, and they had 2 sons. Vita and Harold developed their passion for gardening together at Lungbarn, applying principles that would later shape their famous Sissinghurst Castle Garden. Lungbarn is described as the place where Vita and Harold honed their gardening skills and experimented with ideas. They added a 16th century barn to the original house, hence the name. They also sculpted terraces, created distinct garden rooms, and designed formal elements like a Dutch garden and a rose walk. Anne Scott James, in her book Sissinghurst, The Making of a Garden, describes this time as their apprenticeship. Certainly, there are very recognisable similarities between the 2 gardens, not only because they were both blank canvases and formless before Vita and Harold wove their magic on both sites, but because of Harold's distinctive design concepts and Vita's planting schemes. One of the characteristic features of a classic 20th century English garden is the way that the outdoor space is divided into distinct spaces delineated by hedges, walls and changes in level. This produces a garden that is a series of secret spaces, each with its own plant palette and design elements. Vita and Harold designed bold east-west views and paths across the garden, often punctuated with statuary, a technique they would later refine at Sissinghurst, and then cut right through the middle of them with a path running north to south with a second rose walk, giving stunning views across the whole garden. The garden design at Lungbarn fits into this garden model, with a series of gardens clustered into about 3 acres surrounding the house. Some of the garden rooms have symmetrical shapes and clipped hedges that increase the formal structure. Other areas are free-flowing and naturalistic, like the wonderful fruit tree orchards.